EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Carolina Panthers and the Los Angeles Rams. And off we go from SoFi Stadium. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They'll run on first down. Streets. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Good job there. Pretty simple. The hole was created. Runner just darted right through.
Yeah, that's kind of play teams are looking for, to have some success early in a ball game. And if you're an offensive play caller, you mark that run down. Make sure you keep coming back to it throughout the game until they stop it.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Rams are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game.
Touchdown, LA! Cam Akers, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams on just 2 plays have taken the lead. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They are back over the 500 mark for the season. Got there with a win a week ago, their 2nd straight victory.
Well, they've definitely gotten better as this season has gone along, and from what I can tell, they know their roles. Everyone understands how they fit offensively, defensively, and this team now has an identity, and they're playing to it and playing well.
And this is going to be a Panthers first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Throw here, hauled in. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series, they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 31. Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He's going to look deep here for Ward. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Jeremy Chinn picks it off. And the Panthers are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
2nd and 4. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, Streets. And some space here. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 64 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. They go play action here on first down. And this one is incomplete. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play. Hands it off out of the gun. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Two things to watch. First, his strength in being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
Now a dump off here complete, and he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The first red zone opportunity for the Panthers thus far. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
The key to any screenplay is all in the deception, and that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. On 3rd down, Streets. 6-0 our score after 1. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Christian McCaffrey, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Panthers have tied this game up. They can take the lead with the extra point. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll run this with Akers. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. So no gain on the play, and that's going to make it fourth down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on third down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle. Now it's 2nd and 9. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
One of the selling points of the in route is against the quarterback, a really nice sight line to his receiver, and almost on a direct shot, able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
84 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. On 2nd down, Streets. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
And he'll only get get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down. Gonzalez's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got a man, that's Ward. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
We always hear from coaches how much they like to run crossing routes because they want to hit their receivers on the go, get them the ball, and keep them moving. How about when you hit a tight end that way? Okay, the receivers are going to run past you most of the time. The tight end, they can do their damage a different way, break a few tackles and really scatter some people, can't they?
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Back to throw again. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Here's Johnny Hekker now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground.
And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They'll set up to throw.
They'll set up the screen here to Akers.
So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
Boy, that was certainly well read defensively. And the key to any screen play is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle it for just a short gain.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that would be incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
They'll keep it on the ground. Streets. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
He will find the open man at Streets. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Throw left side complete. That's Moore. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
The fumble on first down. Now here's 2nd down.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
They'll look to throw here on first down. To the right side, and he's got Moore complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big connection on that one. 33 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground. Streets. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
On 3rd down, Streets. And this time he is in.
Yes.
A great play there. With another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. Shreds the tackle. Still fighting. And some room to work. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Working down at the 49.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach, because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. But they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd down now, it's Hawkins. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Looking deep downfield.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Dante Jackson picks it. And the Panthers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They're going to look to throw. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Yeah, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Rams on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Now back to throw. Try to lay one up deep. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off at the 30. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. Into the secondary, past the 40. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. His 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Panthers are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really... Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Back to throw here.
Over the middle, it's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Yeah, he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Second and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 37. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Another solid game-changing play for this defense for the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. They're still throwing the football here. Obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 46. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the 4th quarter.
Well, it certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
And still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it. Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down. Stopped at the Panthers' 34. 61 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll go again here with Akers. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now a throw here to his running back. And down inside the 15 he goes.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Going right back to Akers. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that'll get the deficit down to 15.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
On 2nd down, Streets. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this